It's about to be 2026 and Mortal Kombat 1 just got an all-new patch update. Yo, what's up guys? It's Dynasty, and for some reason, if you were still thinking that maybe we would see some more content in this patch update, yeah, no, this was a balance patch, and if you're wondering why your console isn't necessarily updating on the Xbox, on your PlayStation, on your Switch, it's because this was a hotfix. So it was done in the back end of the game's servers. So if you do actually just launch Mortal Kombat 1 and you don't get an update, no need to worry, because again, this was a hotfix. And for the most part, it seems like the reception is, it's mixed. Most people were kind of underwhelmed. There's definitely some people who are pointing out a lot of the positives, but because a lot of people were expecting this patch to essentially just be like the biggest one ever, because it's essentially more than likely the final balance patch for the game, it's left a lot of people wanting a bit more. So at this point in time, we don't necessarily have confirmation if NetherRealm Studios is planning another patch or not, but given that this patch was announced at this point 6-7 months ago, and we're just now seeing it today, if we get another patch update, it'll probably land maybe in 6 or 7 months, and at that point, don't know who's really going to be still playing Mortal Kombat 1, because as it is, this game's already on life support, so safe to say and assume this is probably the final balance patch, and with that in mind, again, kind of left a lot to be desired for the people who are still playing, because everyone wanted stuff. I know for me, Sub-Zero got a buff, but in reality, all it really is like a speed adjustment. Startup's a bit faster. I believe that's pretty much it. So this patch isn't enough to bring me back into the thick of it, and for the most part, it's a patch with a bunch of buffs and some small nerfs. Raiden, Tanya essentially are the winners of this patch update. Shang as well got a bunch of system buffs. And from what I can tell, it seems like cameos to actually trigger them and call them out. They're a bit riskier than before, so it's definitely going to change the meta, but I don't think, again, it's enough to make it substantial and have the player base return. We'll have to wait and see now. I'm going to have the full patch notes linked down below if you've not seen them. This patch went live earlier this morning, so chances are you probably already have. Going to do a quick overview of the things of note because, again, though it's not a lot of patches, it's still a lot of reading when you kind of break it all down. So I'm not trying to bore you for 9 minutes. So I'm going to just kind of focus on the things that I think are worth pointing out. So that's on the agenda for today. Near the end, I'll also just do a deep dive into the community response so you guys can see firsthand what people are saying. But again, more of an overview, not going to really single out anything. Just kind of wanted to hop in here and say, yeah, the patch is out. These are the winners. I guess I can classify some losers, and that's on the agenda for today. So if you guys are excited for that, it does take you a second. If you can, please drop a like on the video. Last night we dropped a Mortal Kombat 2 movie update. For some reason, Shao Kahn has these markings on his chest. Is it the new version of the Arcana? Is it Shinnok's amulet? We'll have to wait and see. But with that said, let's break this stuff down. Let's have some fun. And let's get into it. So first things first, like I kicked off the video saying, Raiden is by far probably the biggest when it comes to W's in this patch because, well, the electric charge now grows passively, so that's kind of a big deal. Razzle Dazzle buffs across startup, damage, hit advantage, launch, height. Multiple normals and specials recover faster, so again, more consistency and in general just a damage buff. Next up is Tanya with no more guidance time limit, which again, gigantic buff, so safe to say a lot of people are going to finally be giving Tanya a chance. Multiple damage buffs in general, faster startups, better block stun, more cancel options, so essentially major pressure and combo potential being upgraded. Then we have Shangy Wangy Shang Tsung, faster recovery on tons of tools, Cameo copy buffs across many matchups, better damage absorption versus Chameleon. Overall, just a big system level buff clearly being pushed upper on the tier list. Then we get to some of the guest characters from the DLC, like Omni-Man, or in general, like for the most part, a lot of it is just frames being a lot faster. Then we get to Noob Saimbot, where this is kind of a big deal. His Embrace Chaos lasts 40% longer. That's worth pointing out. Then we get to the likes of Li Mei, where a ton of hitbox improvements were made. Then we have characters like Ashra, where, for instance, her Dark Mode lasts longer. Then we make our way to Kenshi. No gravity scaling on Enhanced Rising Karma. As for Katana, get this, they actually added an overhead to her string. So, yeah, rejoice Katana fans, pun intended. As for Liu Kang, faster Chosen One, no gravity scaling on Enhanced Move. Then we have Natara, which really didn't get much. Faster bolts. Yeah, a whole one improvement. I know Natara fans are probably really upset by this. Then we get Smoke with faster cancels and startups. Sub-Zero, again, like I mentioned, has a slight speed buff. As for Ermac, massive recovery buff when using Hell Spiller. Then we have Peacemaker, who has shorter cooldowns all across the board. I know some people wanted to see Peacemaker nerfed, so the news of that will probably piss off a lot of people still playing the game. Again, I'm really just pointing out the things of note from every character that got touched in this patch update. Like for Baraka, his meter does build a bit faster, and it drains health 50% slower than before when you're using the Desperate Tarkatan. Do with that information as you will. As for Homelander, kinda a mixed bag. Enhanced Blastoff has 60 frames of armor, which is up from 23. However, if you do continue to read, it does say that they adjusted the hit region of Blaze It Up to slightly reduce its range. So, gotta give, gotta take. Speaking of things that got taken away, Cameo Striker takes 80 damage if rapid fire is interrupted. So for all you diehard Striker fans out there, aka all three of you, you might not want to use that Cameo anymore. And just in general, apparently the Cameo system, one of the only general adjustments that was actually made to the gameplay was the Cameos. Interrupting a Cameo with an attack deals 50 damage, and that's up from 20. So again, this was a interesting patch update because some things so non-noticeable. Some things, again, general changes like that, you're definitely gonna notice. But just in general, like Cameo winners, Frost, she's faster, has less cooldown, more block stun. Kano actually does more damage, no gravity scaling. Goro got buffed, now has a faster summon with a shorter cooldown. As for Scorpion, Sally, main fighter, not really given much love, but Cameo side, he does now have a faster recovery. Get over here in particular, and even Serena, you can see here, Demonic Dance has 20 frames of invulnerability on Wake Up, up from 11. So again, a lot of the cameos got some love. We'll see how it adjusts everything, but just in general, quick little overview. Raiden, Tanya, Shang Tsung, dare I say Omni-Man were the biggest winners. In terms of strong buffs, Katana, she's got an overhead. Kenshi, Liu Kang, Li Mei, Noob. Minor buffs were given to, again, Sub-Zero, Smoke. Natara got one improvement, if you even want to call it that. But again, even if it's just like a speed adjustment, it's still a buff, whereas like the one clear-cut destroyed cameo is Striker. So, you know, kind of is what it is. But there you go. I don't want to sit here and, again, break down every single line from this patch notes, because if I do, I'm going to be here for like 30, 40 minutes, because though they're not as significant as many would have hoped, you know, it's a patch nonetheless. So just going to do a quick little rundown as well. Just look at the response to all of this, just so you can kind of gauge yourself, if you're not on X, what the peeps in the community are saying. Yeah, overwhelmingly negative, which is just kind of par for the course as of late with Mortal Kombat. It seems like the franchise can't catch a break. And again, I think people really had high hopes and dreams that we would get some type of major changes, not just some small minor stuff. And though, again, some are significant, I don't think it's enough to bring people back, because again, I know for me personally, character loyalist here, Sub-Zero, I mean, objectively, is he viable? Some people are going to say yes, some are going to say no. I'm going to say give me all the buffs in the world, but I also come from the background where I loved broken MKX armor launchers. So I wanted more madness, more chaos, and we really didn't get that. It balanced a lot of the game, you know? So anyways, that's all I got for y'all today. What do you all think of this list of patch notes and changes that were just recently added to Mortal Kombat 1 this morning? If you've played, how have you enjoyed it? Do you expect us to get another patch by the time it's all said and done? I know for me, I'm assuming this is it, guys. Maybe one more, but given how this was handled and what we're seeing, I think if we were going to get a big patch update, it would have been this one. Especially after waiting 6-7 months. Cue the meme. Anyways, if you guys enjoy, it does take you a second, drop a like on it, subscribe to some more MK content like this on the channel. Till next time, been your host, Boon Dynasty. You guys, please take care, stay safe. I love ya. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.